So when it comes down to forgiveness, I mean, I think for me personally, it has a lot to do with your heart. Like, and you as a person, you have to work on your heart being able to forgive, but not to forget, but to remember, not for it to make you bitter or to continue to make you mad, but to remember. So the same thing, it's not even like the same thing doesn't happen, but to learn the lesson. That's what I'm trying to get. Because just because you forgave doesn't mean that the situation won't happen again. And that's literally coming to me now. Because my saying used to be like, forget, like the saying is forgive but don't forget, so it don't happen to you. But you can't control what happens to you and what don't happen to you. Like, you can control it to a certain extent, but you do not have the power to control everything in your life. And if you think you do, we have a lot more healing to do. All right. But I say that to say, I think the not forgetting part of it is to learn the lesson in that situation where it required forgiveness. I don't think it really has to do with trying to prevent it from happening, because there are certain situations where if you don't forget, you can be able to look at it. You could be able to kind of see it before it happens, of course. But then there are certain situations where you will find yourself in something similar, and you'll be like, dang, I could have prevented that because I went through something like this. But it's like, maybe you didn't learn the lesson. I think the Lord will make us continue to take the same test until we learn the lesson. I'm so serious. Like, I think that in order for you to pass the test is for you to learn the lesson. And a lot of us, we never pass the test because we refuse to learn the lesson. Like, we'll refuse to forgive. We won't forget, but we'll create a grudge on not forgetting, but we'll fake forgive. So whenever we're in the presence of the person, we may not react the same way we did when we didn't forgive them, but we're still holding a silent grudge based on what they did. We're not fully forgiving and moving on. We're forgiven to a certain extent to where it no longer bothers us, but then we're still in malice and bitterness and holding a grudge because we don't allow that person to forget what they done. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of y'all say y'all forgive people, but then every chance you get, you bring up the very hurt that they did to you. You don't allow it to be forgiven. You only forgave to a point it doesn't hurt you in a way that it creates a reaction out of you, but you never let them forget, meaning you never forgave because you're not letting it be forgetful. You're not allowing the lesson to be remembered. You're only allowing the action to be remembered, which is not true forgiveness.